Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This video today is going to be part of a segment that I'm going to call Snacks and Story Time. Okay, and since it is the spooky season, I thought why not share a spooky story. Today will be about the first time, and hopefully the last, first time I ever saw a ghost. Now I know what you're thinking. What most people think when I tell the story.
There's no way you saw a ghost. It can't be true.
I wish it wasn't true. And truly, I'm not the only one that saw it. So I know I'm not losing my mind completely. This happened, I can't even remember what year it was, but I had to be in like first grade, kindergarten, first grade. We used to stay in this house in Jennings. If anybody's from St. Louis, Missouri, then you know exactly where Jennings is. And it was a nice little house. My mom used to throw parties in this house. Like, it was a cool little house. So this is what the house is like now. It used to be burgundy, and now the inside of the house is like completely like ripped up apart. But we'll get to that in the long run. When I was a kid, I remember I woke up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. Now the bathroom, like my room door is here. Let's say this is my room door. The bathroom door is like right to the left. But also on the right side of my bedroom door was the doorway for the attic. Now the one thing about the attic was, the attic wasn't like your normal attic where you would store stuff in. My aunt used to live with us, my auntie Brenda, shout out to you. She used to stay in the attic, that was her room. So I got up in the middle of the night and I was going to the bathroom. I heard footsteps coming from the attic, like somebody was coming down the steps. Instantly in my brain, I'm like, oh, that's my auntie. Cool. I stood there, I don't know what made me do it, but I stood there and I waited. Cause I'm like, let me, you know, she gonna come down the steps, I'm gonna speak. I heard. And what comes across me is not my auntie at all. It was a man in a suit, but he didn't have a head. So essentially, this is what he looked like. And I just watched him. He never stopped, he never turned towards me. He walked right past me and I watched him the entire time as he walked through the hall. Now the one thing about this hallway is that everything was connected to the hallway, of course, but it was like the way our house was built, it was a roundabout hallway. The hallway leads to the kitchen, and then connected to the kitchen was the basement. No sooner he left my eyesight, instantly booked into my room, got under the cover, because I'm like, what the hell did I just see? What in the world was that? Now, years go by, I never told this story to anybody. Years and years and years go by. At this point, I think maybe I'm in like middle school, maybe even like high school. My dad at the time, he had called me one day and was like,
hey, you know the house y'all lived in that was haunted?
And I was like, what you mean? He was like,
Man, the house is haunted.
I saw a ghost in that house. Never told the story to anybody. He brought it to me. And so he was like, yep, that house is back on sale. So my dad has been keeping up with the house as far as like the value of the house, what's going on with the house. Apparently nobody has been able to stay in this house for like a certain amount of time. Like eventually they always end up leaving this house and the value of the house continues to go down. He was like, yep, they just put it back up for sale and it's lower now. I think at the time he said it might have been like $45,000 is what the price was. But I mean, this house had a huge front yard, a huge parking, like driveway that leads to the back, and it had a garage back there. The backyard is huge. Like, this house easily could have been more than $45,000. So what ended up happening is we ended up having a family get together, and I told my family like, hey, you know, Dad said that the house, I told them basically verbatim exactly what he said. And I was like, I did see ghosts in that house too. And they was like, what? And you never said nothing? And at the time, my big brother, he goes,
wait, you saw it too?
And I was like, what do you mean? He said that he saw the same entity ghost that I saw. He saw the man with no head in a suit as if he was getting married. Like I said, my mom was big for throwing like holiday parties in this house. So my brother said it was on the night mom threw the New Year's party. On the night of the New Year's party, you know, everybody was doing their thing. He said he saw the man run through everybody, and he looked at my grandma and go, did you see that? And she goes, see what? Again, he never said nothing. Also, he said he saw a bride as well, and she was walking towards the basement, dressed she had the dress on but no head, and it seemed like they were always walking towards the basement. My mom was like, I'm just so confused as to why I never told anybody this story. And I was like, because I was a kid at the time, Like a lot of times they be like, you know, it's all in your head, like you didn't really see nothing, like it was a dream. And to this day, I think I looked up the house recently too, because I just out of curiosity, I looked the house up and apparently it had just sold recently for about $25,000. So again, this house is constantly being sold for less and less and less. But I did see pictures of the inside of the house this time, and this time the house is like, it's like they gutted the house. It looks way different from when I was a kid. It looks so much different. But this house is completely gutted out. So when people are always like, you know, do you believe in ghosts? Absolutely I do, because I've seen it firsthand myself. I haven't seen any ghosts since then at this old of an age, which I'm not that old. But at this age, I feel like the scariest thing that I've experienced is more so just like characters from like scary movies like show up in my dreams, and it freaks me out to the point where I like jump out of my sleep. Other than that, I have not seen a ghost since I was a kid, and hopefully that will be the last time. Because I haven't seen any since then, I'm hoping that that's the last time I will ever see a ghost in my entire life. So weird. I never ate a snack. One of the things my dad said, he also saw the wife, he saw the bride and the groom. He never really went into detail as to like in what way he saw them, but he said he saw them. But it's like all of us can't be lying. And then again, by me never sharing that story ever, it's kind of hard to believe that all of us have like the same description of the same people. We never told anybody, so it's like we can't be lying. 3 people can't be lying if they all saw the same thing. Somebody asked me before, I think it was, I don't remember who it was. Somebody asked me before, it was like, oh, would you ever buy that house and live in it? And I was like, have y'all watched? What do I look like? I feel like when it comes to spirits and ghosts and stuff, I'm not that curious. I don't care that much. I'm so not that curious. Some people are like, oh, let's go to real haunted houses. One of my friends, her name is Brooke. Love you, Brooke. She said she went recently to like a haunted prison or something. And I was like, girl, have you lost your mind? I don't play those type of games because easily spirits can get attached to you. If you have your own spooky, scary stories or your own ghost experiences, put them in the comments below. I would love to read some of other, because I feel like I don't know a lot of people who've had these kind of experiences. So if you've had a similar experience, I would love to hear you guys' story in the comments. So please leave a comment down below, like this video, and share it. Well, I just want to say thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you guys will be back for the next one, but I'm going to continue to tell these stories. So until next time, I'm out. Bye. I'm so OCD about oranges and white stuff on them. Like I literally toss them every single time. Literally the tiniest of white pieces, I pick them off. So baby, come pick up your clothes.
Hi.
We playing phone tag now?
Right. Ooh.
I'm recording. I just got done. It's technically still recording. So maybe you'll be in the bloopers. You know what's crazy? I recorded this whole video and then completely forgot to eat snacks. Like, bag was unopened, oranges unpeeled. I said, I just have to turn my camera off.